NCRP Productions presents Unhallowed Metropolis, Secrets in the Sands, Episode 28. Welcome back to Unhallowed Metropolis, Secrets in the Sands. This is Barry, your Game Master. I'm going to have everyone introduce themselves, and then we will be going right back into combat.
Hi, this is Jill, and I'm playing Raya the Mourner.
This is Matt. I'm playing Ayden Carter, the Antiquarian.
Hello, this is Michael. I am playing Dr. Everett Wolfe, the doctor specializing in chemistry and alchemy, and I'm in danger.
Hello, everyone. I'm Ty. I'm running Ray Callahan, our crippled pugilist.
Hi, it's Sequoia, and I'm running Frankie Toro, the Undertaker, and I am the danger.
Hey everybody, it's Pedro. I'm running Dr. Desmond Wright, and I've been shot, and I'm none too happy about it.
Actually, last week you had fallen, and we were wondering if you could get up.
Yeah.
Yeah, how's your leg doing,
I gotta
by the
say,
way?
out of the 3 to 4 years I've played the Doctor, this is the first time that he's actually been shot with a bullet.
And I'm disappointed.
And it hit.
And it hit. Yeah, no, he's been shot at plenty. This is the first bullet that's hit.
I'm actually disappointed it didn't hit you in your quote-unquote bad leg.
I know, right?
I'll give you something to live about.
Yeah.
All right. So first thing that I'm going to do is to re-up everyone. Where are we at for injuries? Starting with the doctor, Dr. Wright.
I have a serious leg injury in my left leg.
I have a
It was
flesh.
the wrong leg, sorry.
Yes.
I have a flesh wound on my upper torso.
I have a serious wound on my torso.
That's it.
But
Tom?
that is Ray's. That for Ray, that is the same wound he's had.
Yeah, that's actually...
That's not a new one.
So, I have a serious wound on my torso, and then I also have all the after effects of the drugs that were given to me.
Okay,
Which
yeah.
puts me at 1 vitality, 1 coordination, 1 wit, and 1 intellect.
Yeah, any one of those go to 0, you're done. So I just put you on to nightmare mode. Have fun.
No response.
No response.
Where's the Doom music?
Hold on a second.
Dr. Wolfe.
Dr. Wolfe has no injuries.
Boo.
Yeah, boo. Boo, Michael.
Ayden.
I have a serious chest wound.
From this combat.
No, it's just I've had it.
I thought yours was the previous as well.
Yeah, it's when I got thrown into the wall.
And Raya.
Raya has no injuries. She is the one who's doing the injuring.
Yeah. Yes, that's true. So we are going to start combat with Ayden, but before we do that, I'll kind of re-up you on where we're at. You guys have come down the hill into the canyon that leads to the cave that has the cistern and the water in it. The objective was to bring the sick here in hopes that potentially they would be able to come back from what appears to be an animate state, but not fully an animate state. You have so far killed within the cave, where a number of the characters made it in, Frankie, Raya, and Dr. Wright. God knows why he's in there. Oh, that's right. He was there to light a match and make it worse.
Yes. Also, because I don't want to be in the middle of a freaking gunfight, but I'm in one anyway.
So inside, you guys have successfully killed or injured 7 different people. Nice. You believe that all 7 of them are from the, we'll call it the opposition. Again, there is another Bedouin tribe that claims ownership of the cistern. Before you left, Akbar did warn you of this case and had mentioned to you that they go there to pull water out. They basically sneak in and sneak out because it is claimed by somebody else. There are at least 4 shooters in the hills that you have been able to identify by the flash of gun muzzle and also the fact that they're taking people down on the run up to the cave's mouth. Almost all the Bedouins are up against the wall, along with the other people who are outside, which is Mailing, Billings. And that's it.
Calmarud?
Nope, Cal and Marud are not there. Dr. Wolfe is still on the trail up. What happened for him? Dr. Wolfe is taking one side of one of the beds. Marud has come up because the other side of...
I thought Marud went back.
Well, no, because the other side of your bed, the Bedouin that was carrying it, had dropped, had been shot. So Marud has come up. He's taking his bed in one hand, your bed in the other, having you lead, and you guys are moving double speed.
I thought I grabbed my. Well, I could be wrong. It's. I know I grabbed one, and I was like carrying it by myself.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Oh, yeah,
Maroon
because
showed up.
I was like, the thing's going to fall apart.
Yeah, no. So
Yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
because he was hearing Cal, I need you, and Marud was like, really torn and stuff. So I just grabbed my bed so I could just start carrying it. I don't know if Marud's still carrying his or if he dropped his and is running back or not. But
I will go back and say, so Wolfe then is running up, carrying the person on his bed, because the other side of your bed, the person had been shot. You are one section away from moving to the edge of the cave. Marud is running up with his bed with the other person, but he has heard Cal yell, I need you. Cal is still out there, quite a ways out there. Akbar got hit.
Yep.
The person who was with him, the Bedouin who was with him, is still there. The bed that Akbar had and the bed that Cal had are still out there. I noticed a hand go up.
I'm making my way outside to help Cal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So right now we have Ray against the wall. Ray is going to be running out. And other than that, have I done everything? I believe that should be
I
everyone.
was halfway out there to the tribal leaders.
So you are also running back out.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. So I am going to start at 21 with Ayden.
So I'm continuing to run towards the tribal leader to grab him.
Give me an acrobatics roll.
Oh, I see some new dice over there, Matt.
Yep.
Last one's got fire.
Anniversary dice.
Yep. So that's 10.
So he doesn't look graceful. You're kind of stumbling through the slight rock and sand that's in here. Basically, you're running down an old riverbed, but you are making your way out. Down from 21, our next step is Dr. Wolfe.
Wolfe is carrying his bed, and he's basically his intention is to get it there, set it down, run back
So
out there.
you're saying you picked up the bed, putting
Yes.
your body across the guy and lifting it up?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty much.
So I'm going to have...
Or like under, over, whatever, just...
But you're taking... The key is you're taking the bed.
Yes.
So go ahead and give me a vitality roll, and then do you have acrobatics?
I do not have acrobatics.
Follow it up then, if you would please, with a coordination roll. So vitality,
Vitality is 19.
yeah, no problem, and coordination.
Oh, wow, I'm doing very well. That is 19 again.
All right, so you will make it there. You have set down your bed. You've set down the individual in it. Do you do anything here? So looking around in a quick look, you are the only doctor outside, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 beds, all with sick people, and there is the child that Frankie laid down outside. The child is currently laying against the stones.
He was inside.
You took him inside?
I brought him inside in the corner, right
Okay,
inside
so
the
you
opening.
do not see the child.
No, okay. At this point, it's like, well, at least they're lined up. There's the other people, like, by the cave mouth, though, right?
Yes, this is what we're talking about. So you have a number of Bedouins. In addition to Nod,
Yeah.
you have a number of the other Bedouins, the healthy ones, still there.
Gotcha. Well, the main thing is at least trying to get them to the cave entrance, so at the very least...
That's where everybody is congregating
Yeah.
as the sporadic gunshots are coming down.
Yeah, so hopefully there's enough cover here, because there's still more bodies out there. So,
Yes, there are.
Doing a quick head count, making sure at least no one is currently, like, out bleeding or anything like that. Once I make sure that's fine, turn around going back out, because there's still bodies out
Okay.
there.
I'm bleeding.
Yeah, I don't see you.
Not
Also,
they
he
help
hates you.
I'm sorry,
Yeah.
did you hear someone talking? I did.
Help me! Help me! Help me! It's echoed.
So Ray, you are running back out as well.
Yes.
So at this point, you see Marud and another Bedouin running in with the bed. It looks like Marud is all but pulling the other Bedouin towards the wall. In addition to that, you see Akbar, Cal, and Ayden running out there. You will make the fourth body running out there.
Okay. My goal is Cal. I could care less about Akbar.
Very good. Go ahead and give me, if you have it, an acrobatics roll. If not, a coordination.
It doesn't appear to matter. Use one of my personal rerolls there. There we go.
That's a lot better.
22.
22, and this was for acrobatics.
Yep.
Okay, so you are running back out. Moving down from there, we run through the bottom, we have 2 shots. One comes uncomfortably close to you, Dr. Wolfe, as you are looking around.
Goof.
Yep. And then we will go head back up. So back inside, starting with Raya.
All
There
right.
has not been any more noise or movement. There has not been any more gunshot from the last takedown, which I believe was Frankie.
Okay, did I see when Dr. Wright lit up the match?
When the match lit and the muzzle flash, which is how Frankie got the last one, when those 2 lights went up, you did not see anyone else. You can still hear the slightest echo from the gunfire and the noises in here, and you can definitely hear 2 guys or 2 of the assailants moaning and groaning. You assume they are men.
Okay.
They may not scream like men, but you assume they are men.
So I am going to continue moving silently in the back of the cave.
So you're moving deeper into the cave now at this point.
Yes.
All right. So go ahead and give me a wits perception roll, subtracting 2 from the roll. After Raya is going to be Frankie.
14.
So with a 14, you do make your way back there. You are moving through, and if I remember correctly, you have not high heels, but a heeled boot on is what you wear.
I do.
Okay. Not high heels, not stilettos.
No.
It's a solid, yes. Okay. So as you move through, you do periodically hit a stone that stumbles you. You are splashing through some water. You have not hit the cistern, but you have hit an area where there's water pooling there. In making your way around, you are not hearing anyone or seeing anyone. You are getting to the point where you can barely see what little light there is, and it's very little coming through the front cave. You can barely make out the front of the cave. The fact that it is lit at all compared to no light is why you can see it.
Okay.
Frankie.
I just remembered that Frankie smokes, so I have matches.
Mm-hmm.
So what I want to do is light a match and then immediately extinguish it.
Okay, so 1 snap on off. Okay, go ahead and give me a wits perception roll with no minuses. Raya, it's going to be a shocker to you, but you can give me a second wits perception with a -2. That light will surprise you, but you are still looking out, so you should benefit from it. And Dr. Wright, you may also give me a wits perception roll if you believe you were looking in.
19.
Yeah, well,
So
even
19.
with the gunfire.
Yours is -2 as well.
That would be a 13.
13.
So then, 14.
14. So, Frankie, you're going to notice that in the area where you're at, you have the number of dead bodies and the 2 wounded. You can see both of them. They don't look in good shape. It would not be anything for you to end their lives, but it may be a substantial task to save their lives if you chose to. Aside from that, in a quick scan, you do see Raya at the back as she's moving around. You see and hear no other movement here.
Okay, so yeah, I'd like to finish these dudes off.
Okay, so you're going to go coup de grace each of them.
Yeah.
No rolls needed.
Okay.
You basically can feel around. This one's not moving. Ah, this one's moving. Oh.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to move from Frankie on to Ayden. Ayden, you're going to continue running out.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics roll. You are running, correct?
Yes. So it's just 9 that time.
Just a 9. Okay, so we'll go with 9. You are still running. Moving down from Ayden, we go to... I forgot you last time. Dr. Wolfe. Forgot Dr. Wright last time. Dr. Wolfe.
Wolfe now, after having that near heart stop moment of oh shit, I was almost shot,
Yep.
is trying to assess Maroon's going to go back for Cal. So for right
You
now,
have to believe that.
I have to believe that Maroon's going to go for Cal. So I'm
You
going to
see
go.
Ayden and Ray already running out there.
Yeah. So as of right now, I'm going to follow. Well, I don't think I heard anything about Akbari being hit or anything like that. I'm going to follow Ayden because he's the one who can at least translate and might be able to give me an idea of what else might be going on.
Are you running?
Yes.
Do you have acrobatics?
I do not.
All right, so go ahead and give me just a standard coordination roll. The difference for you guys to know, if you have acrobatics, I am giving you a potentially a bonus for somebody shooting at you. You'll have a bonus defense. In the case of not having acrobatics but just coordination, it's just so you don't twist an ankle like Mei Ling did.
Gotcha. I'm going to save my reroll because I might need it for something more important later.
And we have a
We have a total of 10.
10. So,
In
Dr. Wolfe,
coordination.
you will stumble. Go ahead and give me a coordination roll.
Okay. That one's 14.
Okay, so as you go down, you kind of stumble, hit a few stones, bump up your knee, your left knee, but it's not going to do damage that has an effect on you. So when we move down from Wright, we're going to next hit Ray. Move from Wolfe to Wright, Dr. Wright.
All right.
So you've seen the light up. In that light up, with your number, you did see Raya deeper into the cave. You don't see anyone moving in here. You, because of the direction you're facing, are able to see where the cistern is.
Okay. Now, for my own knowledge, is that a big giant hole in the ground that I need to worry about?
It's some kind of a big giant pool of water.
Okay. So, I don't see anybody in there. Am I on the ground? Did you say I fell?
Yes, you're standing up now. Yes,
Okay.
Last session you did fall.
So, if I look out of the cave face, I don't see the people on the ridge. They can't see me, right? So I should theoretically not have gunfire coming from outside in.
When you went in, all the gunfire would have been coming from the wall that the cave is in, meaning they would have been directly above you. So short of a ricochet, probably not. However, it's been quiet, and you guys know distinctly that there are 4 up there, and there's not been 4 retorts in a row. So it would not be a difficult decision to think that, or a difficult thought to think that they are moving around the ridge.
Oh, that's fine. So what I'm going to do is, because I'm inside the cave mouth, I'm going to crouch down so I'm not too tough of a target.
I'm assuming that you are probably next to the young boy, because Frankie let the young boy off right inside.
Okay. That's fine. Wait a minute.
That's when
The boy has not been moving, has he?
The boy has not been moving.
Okay, cool. That's perfect. No, I'm going to pull out a stitch and stitch myself.
I believe, my memory when I was re-listening, you've stitched
I've already
yourself
stitched myself?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Because what we talked about was the fact that you knew your valise so well
That's
that you would
right.
stitches.
Yep,
So
okay.
you have been stitched.
Excellent. Then I'm going to go ahead and just reload. I'll use all 3 of my actions.
To start reloading.
Yeah, it's 1
to
action.
1.
Yeah, so
All right, very good.
I'll reload 3 bullets.
And now down to Ray. Continuing running.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me an acrobatics roll.
It's not so crisp, but whatever. 9.
So 9, so you're actually the same position as Ayden. You guys are not running side by side, but you're very close in distance to each other. Moving down from there, Cal yells out, "Marood, now!" And it sounds concerned. I'm not going to scream through the mic, but it sounds extreme concern. And from the 2 of you running, you'll both notice that the Bedouin that is there is looking down and seems to be in distress, hands about his face, kind of looking around, periodically moving so that he stands between the cliff face and Akbar, and then realizing, oh crap, that means I'm going to get shot, and moving away, and not really sure where he's supposed to be situationally. Moving back to the top, we're going to start with Raya.
Okay. I didn't see anybody else in the back of the cave?
No, there is deeper into the cave, but you can't hear anyone moving either.
Okay, I'm gonna make my way back up to the front.
Okay.
I think...
Are you moving quickly, or are you going to take your time to get up there? The difference being, I'm going to have you roll if you move quickly to stumble.
I'm gonna take my time.
Very good. All right, moving down to Frankie. You have coup de grace, the last one, so you're reasonably certain that the 7 assailants that were in here are dead.
Okay, so I'm gonna light my match and
Okay.
just keep it lit.
Okay.
And I'm assuming I see Raya making her way back towards me.
Oh, yes.
Is it clear over there?
It's clear.
And now
I
that you
didn't
got a
see
chance to
anyone in
look,
the
you don't
back.
see any movement. Doesn't mean that there couldn't be somebody hiding, but that's all they're doing at this point, then, is hiding.
I think it's safe to start bringing in the people.
Okay, so then I'm gonna go up to the mouth of the cave
Yep.
and...
At this point, the match gets low enough that you're going to let it go.
Sure.
Ooh, one more thing, I apologize. Both of you may give me a wits perception roll.
Very slight correction. I can only reload 2. I lost enough prowess.
Got it.
18.
Lost an action. 18, and
13.
so both of you guys will notice that there are old-style oil lamps around the edge of the cistern. You're
Okay.
guessing that you probably would go and light them.
Yeah, I'll chuck my matches at Raya. and-
Okay.
Just throw them at her.
Yeah.
I will catch them and go light
Start-
Yeah,
start
all of
lighting.
them.
All right. No problem.
And so I'll go up to the mouth of the cave.
Yep.
And who's the first person I see?
Besides the boy?
Yeah, I'm not looking at him yet.
All right. So outside the cave, you see a milling of a number of Bedouins, plus all the beds.
All right, so let's see. Let's look at my Egyptian words that I know.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'll say move in Egyptian, and then I'll start gesturing for them to come in.
Okay, so go ahead and give me a charm roll. They want to go in, so it's not like it's going to be difficult.
9.
Yeah, they'll even
Okay.
follow you on that. So they kind of look at each other, and a number of them start moving in. You will hear Billings say, "Oh, we should go in, right? We should go in with them." And Mei Ling says, "Yes, pick up the other side." And he looks around and he picks up one of the beds with her, and they start carrying it in as well. That group that is out front is now moving in, so I won't worry about them anymore. At this point, we move to Ayden.
I am just
Still booking, so give me one more roll.
zigzagging as best I can.
Yep.
Is this supposed to be a zig or a zag? We're in-
Crap, I'm gonna go back.
Serpentine.
So that is a 12.
All right, so a little better than the 9 you had. So
Yep.
you will arrive there, and Cal looks up at you and says, "Akbar's been hit, and it's bad. I'm not sure what to do." And you can see that Cal has his hands on a wound in Akbar's chest, but you can see the blood slowly bubbling up around.
All right, I am going to reach into my bag and grab bandages,
Okay?
and I'm just going to real tightly wrap the wound up.
The wound is in the middle of the chest. So
Yeah,
you're going to
just-
lift the. How are you going to get it around the back? Would be my
I'm going to
question.
just try to
Lift
lift
him?
him up and
Okay, the first time you go to lift him, he groans, and the Bedouin that's with you is saying, "Don't, you'll kill him." You don't know any reason to believe that the Bedouin's a doctor, but
I was going to say, I do have. I thought I had.
if you step up or if you look up for just a moment, you will see that Dr. Wolfe is running out there,
Okay.
and right behind you is Ray as well.
Well, I'm going to put like a big just chunk of cloth over the
On it?
wound,
Very good, I
and then
like
just
that.
wrap it up with the Band-Aid.
Additionally, what you will notice is there are still 2 beds with people in them that are out here,
Okay.
just sitting here.
Okay, so I'm going to look at Cal.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to say, Cal, you, and I'll look at the bed, and I'll say to him in the Egyptian, you, go take that bed.
Okay, so Cal says, "All right, if you've got this,"
I got this.
and the 2 of them will start moving the bed.
And then I'll wait, and then keeping an eye open for when he'll catch up to me.
Who has a? Does somebody have a syringe gun?
I
Can
do,
you, like,
but it's
stitch on the go.
yeah, just start shooting a stitch across the
I feel like,
Like
it didn't
Mercy.
go with you. I feel like it wasn't packed with you, was it?
No.
I didn't think so. All right.
It's unfortunately on the camel back.
Okay, that's a really good idea. That we should keep that in our back pockets.
Yeah, this is this long distance stitch.
All right, so Cal starts moving back. We just went from Ayden. We are going to hop down to Dr. Wolfe.
Oh, I just
So
thought of what to name my gun. Then this is my prescription.
You have RX carved on the back of it.
with your malpractice and stuff behind it. This is like this prescription.
This is called the insurance company. You're not going to get covered.
All right. All right. Sorry, Barry. What do you want me to do?
Cover them with insurance.
Yeah.
I like it. All right, so moving down from Wolfe, Dr. Wright.
Wait. Did you? What did you want? I'm still writing.
I just need to have a coordination roll from
Okay.
you and let me know. So, Dr. Wright,
doing fairly well.
what are you doing?
18.
Oh, you were
Very good.
Okay, you're just waiting for him to finish that. Okay. Well, so now I see that lanterns are starting to be lit up.
Right. Yes, Raya has lit one and is going to be
Okay.
lighting more.
Perfect. I look up at the kid again. Is he moving at all?
I mean, over at the kid,
Yeah.
the kid is not moving. There is a very slight move to the chest.
That's fine. As long as he's not towards me, I'm perfectly fine with that. Okay, so then I'll load 2 more bullets. I'm just gonna make it simple.
Very good.
And actually, oh wait, no. One of my moves has to be to move, or can I move during that move?
If you're walking, there's no reason, since there's starting to be light, unless you're being an idiot, you shouldn't be stumbling. So yeah, you
I mean, I just kind of, I will be limping a little.
Where are
from my
you
gunshot.
limping to?
Closer to Frankie.
All right.
so I want to be going closer.
I just want to let you know, closer to Frankie is outside the
Oh,
cave
Frankie's
mountain.
outside? No, I'm
Yes.
going inside the cave more.
All right. So Raya is the one lighting the cistern.
Yeah, sure, I'll go closer to Raya.
Very good. So now that it's starting to be lit, let me kind of describe for you guys the inside of the cave. As you come in the front of the cave, where these guys have set up are a number of what look like boulders that potentially either have fallen from the ceiling or you're not certain how, rolled or moved in here. They sit amongst an old riverbed with little pebble rocks up to something the size of basically a softball. These ones are set up kind of like, if you were far enough back and your brain was working that way, teeth in a skull.
Cool. I'll sit on one of the boulders.
And that's not hard to do. From there, of course, you've got the dead near you, the ones that have been shot.
Oh, I don't care about that.
All right, very good. And you can watch Raya. And you can watch Raya lighting the rest of the
animate.
You can watch Raya lighting up the lamps.
No, I can't. I already ended my turn.
Ray, you make it there. You see Ayden is starting to work to wrap up Akbar. You do see Cal and one of the Bedouins goes past you. You will notice that there is another bed that is with somebody in it that is still there.
Okay, so can you grab that bed and grab the guy and run? I can certainly give it a shot.
Oh no.
With your
So now
gash
you're going to
and
do the
blood
same
and
thing
your
Wolfe did,
vomit.
which is basically strap your body across the person and lift the person and the bed? Or are you going to do what Frankie did, which is basically grab this gooey person out of the bed and carry them in?
Well, as much as this is not a good idea in an active gunfight, I look behind me and I'd see Wolfe running over.
Yep.
And I look down at Akbar, I was like, how bad is Akbar here?
It doesn't look good. So.
He looks
Okay.
pretty bad. You've seen a sucking chest wound.
Okay, well then I guess the doctor will be dealing with that. So I'm just gonna reach, grab both sides of the bed and press
And
the
lift and
go.
run. So give me a vitality roll.
You don't want to join the goo club?
Hey,
Precious go.
They're like melted you
15.
15. So 15 is no problem as you are starting to carry it now back.
Keep in mind, I basically created the goo club and I vomited earlier. So
I created the good club.
All right, so
No
moving
lie.
down from Ray, Akbar now is starting to cough, which is not good because you're seeing the movement from his chest as well. Blood bubbles up out of his mouth. And gunshots fire down from up above. 1, 2,
Then you're really going to be in the
and
goo
4
club.
shots total. All
All
right,
of them hit
so
Wolfe.
Ray, you get struck.
Oh, no.
Ray can't take this.
Well, you have picked the thing up, right? Which effectively,
Operation Human Shield.
so you do feel something hit the bed that you're carrying, but you're not sure how bad. Do you stop, do anything, or keep on?
Guess that's off your plate now.
Go help someone else.
We're triaging, Ray.
Well, it could easily have been an edge. My question is, do you stop to look or just keep running?
I'm just gonna keep running.
Very good.
Keep running, Ray.
All right. The second one,
Stand still and check.
the second one hits Dr. Wolfe
Okay.
in the. So that'll be in the torso.
Okay.
Oh no.
See, if you were carrying a body,
No.
Ooh.
Can Dr. Wright look outside in just a brief moment?
Does getting
So-
shot count as a failure?
If it's a serious wound,
Right,
I
it can
could,
be bad.
I could have to roll.
So
then we
I
won't
need,
have to worry about the people shooting at us.
so
Or the better ones.
I have no armor, just so you know.
that was what I needed to know, and then I need to know. That's it. Armor location. So that is
Dude, that's funny.
18. So that is actually an incapacitating wound.
Ooh.
So
Do you still want me to roll?
yeah, I'm going to. Hang on a second. So
That sounds like a bonus to throping out.
I was gonna ask you what add additional penalties to this roll.
So what I'm first going to ask you is, by the way, Ray, are you taking the minuses because of your numbers? Your stat numbers are lower when you're making the rolls.
Yes, I'm taking my minuses.
Good,
'cause I
good.
suck.
So first thing I need for you, Dr. Wolfe, is I need from you a DR11 vitality roll.
That's doable.
This works.
Yeah, I made that. I got a 14.
Okay, so you do stay up.
But now it's time for the throw.
Right. So the second thing, wow.
So,
Second one, we are going to look at the critical role table.
oh,
This is where it gets a little more ugly. This is a torso wound. Torso wound. Go ahead and roll your own. Roll your own problems. 2d10.
You want for the crit? Okay, let's see what's going on. I got a 4 and a 2.
All right, so that is a 6, which is so it is a fractured hip.
Ooh.
The character's hip is fractured as a result of the attack. The character cannot stand up unassisted until the wound has been treated. The character suffers immediately -3 coordination until the wound is fully healed.
I'm at 0 coordination right now, for now.
Okay, so at that point, beyond a shadow of a doubt, you need to make a throw.
Yeah. Do you want to add any additional penalties to this?
Oh my god.
Because remember, I have to roll under.
I love the idea of your massive scream out just transforming into a throw.
Okay, don't hype them up yet.
I'm
Nope.
hyped for the
I'm
throw.
gonna have you go straight right now.
Go straight right now.
Coming now on AC.
Ooh! I think I rolled low enough. Let me add my stuff.
How many years have we been waiting?
I think. Yeah, I did.
Okay, so for everybody in the valley,
So first, Wolfe gets shot. Just
and you guys, anyone who's looking will see him spin
the
from
bag.
his left hip.
I'm watching him.
The bag goes flying. I'm just gonna. Do I want to say if it goes flying towards him or?
It can fly in that direction.
Okay,
Certainly not
the
gonna be
bag goes
catch.
flying in your direction, so at the very least, it's probably not going to reach you. But Wolfe goes down, probably face down into the sand, and probably not moving for a moment.
Nope.
And then...
And that scream, that howl comes up. Frankie, you know what that howl is.
Yeah.
Not even caring about what your background is as far as the throat side.
Yeah.
You know what that is as a monster hunter. Raya, you also know that sound, not in the same way. As far as I know, when you guys were traipsing around London together, you were not chasing throats. But you do know that sound.
I'm gonna be honest here. I'm gonna crap my pants.
I can imagine.
Do I recognize it from Birmingham?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
Then
yeah.
I turn around with a smile. Honestly,
Finally!
this is a win. This is a win for me. I feel like going through this whole thing with my I'm smug smiling right now. To look back, I just see everybody massacred and Wolfe laying there throping out. I'm like, yeah, this is what's coming to them.
Yeah, well,
This is
now,
a good day.
This is a good day.
Now Wolfe has 2 coordination. And...
But does he keep the broken hip?
So he
Doesn't matter. He'll crawl. Wherever
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
that's
starting
what I'm kind of thinking.
That's going to be horrifying.
That's terrifying. It's the worst.
where we are at. Once he thropes, where he will be at is he will still be at a -3 to coordination.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But your additional bonuses, while in throat form, you are dramatically altered. You gain +3 to vitality.
Mm-hmm.
You will gain +2 to active coordination, which means that you are now at 1 coordination.
Oh.
Right? Right?
No,
If you were
I
at
had
0.
I had 3 coordination.
Oh no, you're at 2. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
you're at 2 coordination.
Yeah.
You suffer a -3 to int and a -2 to will, and your charm is effectively 0, not killing you,
Right.
but is effectively 0.
Yeah.
Your will and intellect cannot drop below below 0 for this effect.
Mm-hmm. I still have a 2 intellect.
And with a 2 intellect, I will give you the ability to control yourself, meaning you're gonna need to make rolls. So at this point, you know you've been shot. Go ahead and give me an int roll or an intellect roll. Let's see if you can figure out where from. Because the closest thing to you is Ayden.
Oh, I rolled actually. I got 16.
You know what a sure sign of a gunman is? Somebody crapping themselves.
16. Enough of that. Unless 16 isn't enough.
So 16 is definitely enough. The smells that you immediately smell, there is blood. There is feces. There is a pungent rot. A pervasive pungent rot.
I give you a chip.
Which the animates have been something that your kind was bred for, but not specifically you. Neither bred nor trained. There's no question in your mind instinctually that shot came from the mountainside. And as you turn around, go ahead and give me a wits perception roll and put 2 in the middle.
Do you want me to, can I smell?
Yes, you can.
Okay, so I get a +3 to this roll, I think. If I'm correct with this.
That sounds correct to me.
Do tropes have any kind of low light vision?
They do not.
Oh, you think they would have?
That's why they have the sense of smell.
Super.
That is a 16 if I'm correct on my bonuses.
It is a 16. So yes, up the hill, you can definitely identify where the shot came from. Yes, you just see the gun coming back, and then the little tip of it moving.
Yeah, I see that. And I look, and obviously I'm like twisted, horrible, like there's flesh bulging and stuff like that. I'm looking less like a man that by the second as I look right at Ayden, and I point with my last bit of like some level of attention to the bag. Stitch! And I turn and I start freaking like rapid crawling towards the hills.
Right.
Just that
It's
rage
half
is in
running,
there. Yeah.
half bounding.
Yeah.
Currently,
When he does that, I may poop myself.
There was a little more in there.
And even more of that shifting is changing as it's just becoming more and more defined and everything like that. The hips obviously still like affecting his ability to move, but it's frightening. Even as he's just at this crawl, it's frightening.
for Ayden, it's what the cheeks won't hold. for Michael, what is your current vitality?
My current vitality is 7.
With the pluses?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So at
And-
this point, directly ahead of you is the cave wall. There's no way you can scale that. But your mind is not gone. With a 2, you have enough intellect still left to be able to figure that you can go up one side or the other. You are closest to the left-hand hillside.
Yeah, and that's the side I'm going to.
Okay, so you start bounding at speed. So we're going to move from... Oh, and that's the other thing I want to ask.
Oh.
You're going to need to check. Does your prowess go up, which means that you will have more attacks?
It usually would, but remember my coordination went down, so
Okay.
I think I'm still at 2 actions right now.
All right, very good. And I think that's it. So then we're going to move from Wolfe, who anyone who is looking is now running towards the side of the hill. We're going to move to Wright. Now again, you are inside, sitting there watching Raya competently light all of the torches around the cistern. You've heard the howl, turned your head and smiled, and turned back.
Yeah, so at this point, I had already dropped all the bullets out, so I'll take 2 more bullets out as I'm sitting there, and I'll say, Raya, dear, isn't this an interesting turn of events that we have? Clack. I'm like, wow, we bring these souls out here to heal, and we unleash a rope upon the Bedouins. Marvelous. And I'll just kind of lay it there, and I'll say, well, we might as well sit back and watch the show, see if it comes our way, eh, Raya? I feel you rolling your eyes behind me. But I didn't ask for this, Raya. And I'll turn around. You all did. And I'll turn back to watch.
Okay. And you're watching Raya light things?
No, I'm
You're
watching the
out.
show.
All right.
There's a show going
You
on.
have a very limited window, and you certainly cannot see Wolfe in there. So moving down from Wright, we're going to next hit Ray. Ray is continuing his run, so I need a cord. No, you know what? I'm going to continue with Vitality.
Ray did not know he could run this fast, carrying as much as he is.
What's your coordination at?
Well, 1.
One?
But
You could
he's
move-
somehow running faster than he was normally.
By rules, you could run 10 feet around.
That's it.
It's 10 feet per coordination. So, actually, to be 10 feet, it says per round, but I could check on that to see if...
You're welcome to check. I know there's a difference between
Oh,
running
10 feet
and
for running. So that's per action, I think.
Yes.
I actually don't know if Ray has like any concept of what's going on at the moment.
So that was the question I was leading to. In your travels, did Ray ever run into... I'm certain you've heard stories. Did Ray ever run into either a throat or the aftermath of a throat attack? There would not have been much, if anything, once you got outside of Prussia.
I'm trying to remember the conversation we had when I bought the
Well,
Tetsu.
that was one of the things, is there was actually a conversation in one of the shops where someone mentioned the word thrope, and my answer is, what's a thrope?
So do you remember? Did you tell him?
I think generally. I don't think we went into specifics.
So you would have some general idea about it.
Yeah, but it's another one of those things that I would know as like a passing folk tale.
Mm-hmm.
So
I agree.
this is like, I'm not even sure, like, the panic that's going on around me, I'm not sure that I would necessarily connect it as, oh, that's a thrope.
Well, and you would have to turn around to look to see it because you
Well,
are...
I caught a glimpse of whatever that
Right.
show was, but it's like, even then, it's like, I've been shooting at, I'm carrying a body that has already been shot, there's other nonsense going on, so it's like, okay, the doctor's now very fastly crawling across a desert for some reason, and he howled, okay, we'll get to that later.
You were possessed. Anything's normal at this point.
I mean, yeah, that's another part of it, it's just like, okay, is weird just my life now?
Now we're kind of understanding what everyone was worried about Dr. Wolfe's temper.
All right, so bumping forward at this point, Marud is looking out, and Cal is, you can see, is just waving him to stay for the group that's there. Cal
like to stay from running closer to him?
Yep. Cal's going to look at you and say, so Ayden, what the hell are we going to do? At this point, I believe the shooting may follow the doctor.
I love how calm he's saying.
First, I'm going to stitch him a stitch.
Okay.
Second, I'm going to get him back to the cave.
I'm gonna mark
And
it.
then third, I'm going to find a clean pair of pants.
I'm gonna mark off one of my stitch for you.
So-
I
this
just
point,
hope maybe labels his stuff, and I'm looking for the back.
it is pretty clearly organized.
His is OCD labeled. It's not
Okay.
Dr. Wright's bag.
Do not look. You don't know about that, but I'm gonna love if anybody has to go into my bag.
So my question is this: stitching him is not going to be a problem. That's 2 actions. I don't know if you have more. My question is, if you have more, are you intending to pick Akbar up yourself?
I do not have more, but I will pick him up the next action.
Okay,
I
so
have.
you're intending to pick him up yourself and carry him.
Yep.
Because at this point, there is still
Kinda
one
run
bed.
Weird.
Yeah, there's one bed, and there's Cal and one Bedouin left. So, all right. So then we will move back to the top. Raya, you are finishing the circle and have now lit the lanterns around the cistern. It is bright, and now that you're getting just a half moment to kind of stop and feel things and think, there is a very light breeze that blows through here that you would consider warm, not hot in any way, but warm based on the cool that was out there. It's not exceptionally warm. You are sweating. You have both the adrenaline pumping through you and then just the actual movement sweat.
Well, I heard Dr. Wolfe howl, or who
You
we
know something's
assume
happening.
is Dr. Wolfe,
You know something's happening.
and I heard your tirade,
Yep.
Dr. Wright.
Tirade.
So I'm going to turn around to you and I'm going to say, get the people situated in here and stay here.
Oh, don't worry, Raya. I won't be moving.
And then I am going to leave towards the front of the cave, find Frankie.
Okay.
I'm going to say, we need to go make sure that that wasn't Dr. Wright, and that if it was, he's not going to hurt anybody.
So I was
Not Dr. Wolfe.
I was outside the cave, so I definitely saw it. It was,
Oh, you saw it.
yeah, that was absolutely Dr. Wolfe. We need to get the civilians inside.
Yeah.
So that is you to the front of the cave
Yes.
for your actions and then the talk with Frankie. Frankie, at this point, what do you do?
Who?
You still moving people in?
Yeah, so, but I think at this point, out up on the hill, we've got Ray coming in, we've got Cal, we've got Marud coming in, we have Ayden, and then another Bedouin as well.
Yep.
And everybody's
And a number
moving
of other
towards the
Bedouins.
cave.
So what you have around the mouth of the cave is Nod and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 active Bedouins that are not specifically doing anything other than potentially carrying the injured in. Mei Ling, Billings are carrying slowly one of the injured beds in. You have Marud there, who was looking out and is now looking around for somebody to carry one of the beds in with as well. There is one bed still out there, and then there is the child sitting inside the cave, and that's the layout for you. There have been no shots in your general direction now for almost a minute.
Okay, I'm gonna walk. So, how close is Maroon to me?
Close enough to walk to.
Okay, so I don't think it's worth going back out to get that last Bedouin. I think we need to hold down the cave and get everyone inside and hold the front down.
That's your choice. I can do that. Cal asked me not to head out.
Okay, well then help organize getting everyone inside, and then Raya and I will make a game plan for if Dr. Wolfe does make his way down here.
Very good.
And then I'm gonna sidebar with Raya and pull her as close to out of ear distance without being like in a stupid place, you know?
Okay. Ear distance of whom?
English speakers.
English speakers? All right, because the Bedouins have no clue.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So then moving down from there, Ayden.
Picking him up
Okay.
and running awkwardly back to the cave.
All right. So
Waddling.
you're continuing your run. So go ahead and give me a vitality roll.
Okay.
And a charm roll to see if we notice.
I don't care if you notice. So that is 11.
Are you sure you want to come back to London?
Very good. So you are now moving. Moving down from Ayden, we are going to next hit Dr. Wolfe.
So I was rereading on the senses. Turns out thropes can actually see into the infrared spectrum.
Yes, you can.
And can see heat signatures and follow trails in the dark. And I'm pretty sure gunfire is pretty hot. And
It is pretty hot.
Yeah,
Oh my god, so you just blink and it's Predator style. Boom. Do you click too?
And, well, while it's not necessarily going to... Oh,
Yeah.
God. It can straight up damage. So, while it's not necessarily taking care of my broken hip, I do ignore the skill roll penalties from wounds right now. So.
Yes. That would mean that you immediately pop back up those 3 points of coordination, giving you now a 5.
Oh, okay.
Your bones pop back into place.
Oh, God.
Well, not that they pop back into place, but he doesn't deal with the effects. So the thropes deal with no effects other than death.
Bobcats?
Yeah.
Bobcats don't have pain receptors.
Right. That's a basic
That's
idea.
why thropes are... Oh.
And does
Lord.
that now move you into a prowess with 3
Yeah.
attacks? Or 3 actions?
Let's see, I have a coordination of 5, plus it's
It's coordinates.
wits, so
Probably
You
does.
have 3 actions.
You need 12. Oh wait, no, you need 9 for 3.
He got minuses to his
5,
wits.
5 plus... No, I don't get a minus to wits. It's will that gets the minus.
Oh,
I have
you're
a-
right.
I have 8 in prowess,
So
which is
you're
only 2.
probably 1 short.
Yeah, that's 2.
Yeah, 2 unfortunately, but...
So,
you know,
are you going
things-
to take those 2 to bound up the mountainside?
Mhm.
All right. Go ahead and give me a coordination roll. You just beat 11.
Yeah, easily. That's
All right.
18.
Very good. So you are now moving up. So then we move from Dr. Wolfe to Dr. Wright.
Okay, excellent. How many corpses are near me?
Near you now because
Yes.
of where you've moved to?
Yes.
7.
7.
And when I say near, I mean vicinity of. You can see all of them clearly.
If I take a look, how many of them have head wounds? Oh wait, I shot several of them in the head. How many?
There
do
should
not?
be 2 and 2 is 4. There should be 3 without head wounds.
3 without? Okay, I walk to each of them and shoot them in the head.
Very good. Mark off the bullets.
Yeah.
That is not a problem for me.
Then that's my turn.
All right, so Ray, I believe you're next. Go ahead and give me another vitality roll.
Asking me to do things I'm not good at currently. 10.
All right, still moving forward. All right, at this point, everybody's going to start hearing the gunfire light up. Dr. Wolfe, your coordination
Is 5.
right? Am I doing that correctly?
And whatever damage they do to me is reduced by my
By your vitality directly.
So insane.
I remember that.
I forget how it's been a while since we've actually tangled with a throat.
So again, Dr. Wolfe, your coordination in throat form is?
5.
All right. So 1, 2, 3, very close. 4. 4 shots ring out that you guys will all hear, and you don't hear any yelp or anything like that. For you, you're dodging between. You're moving up far too quickly and far too erratically for anyone. However, I would believe that you would be looking around. So go ahead and give me a wits perception roll.
With all that infrared vision.
Right. Think about what you're doing.
Oh no.
That's 20. That's 22.
Okay, so with a 22, now that you've had a chance to look, the shots are not on the hillside where you're at. They are across the way, which is basically across the valley to the other side. with a quick look, your estimate is, in addition to the 4 that you've been able to track here, you believe there are at least 5 more over there. There may be more. A couple of them are clumped. There's 2 pairs of clumps and a single.
In his limited capacity of
Right.
his brain here, there's the thoughts that he needs, that he just, these things need to die. This threat needs to be eliminated.
Mm-hmm.
But even though it's like the strength, there's still some smarts. There's that low cunning in there to try, and he doesn't need to go running straight at them. He needs to go around. He needs to sneak up on them and get the drop on them. Just
The one that you're moving up the hill with?
Mhm.
So are you going to endeavor to stealth?
Mhm.
Go ahead and give me a stealth roll.
I don't have stealth. Would that be coordination?
That would be coordination then.
Haha, I just botched. So, you know what? It doesn't even matter. It's like, there's a thought, maybe I need to stealth, and then there's another shot that rings out and the anger flares. Nope, I'm just going for it!
Right. So that growl, that big stand-up growl, pulls 2 more shots at you. 1 misses, but 1 does strike.
Ayden, do you poop again?
Torso again.
No, he PP'd.
So get
I'm empty.
it barely takes off a piece of skin. I mean, it
Yeah, the
hits
regeneration just starts.
immediately. All right. So then moving back up, Raya.
Okay, so I have Frankie here with me,
Mhm.
and
You've stepped aside. Frankie's going to
stepped
talk
aside.
with you.
I'm gonna say I think that we might need to go after Dr. Wolfe, because we can't have a throat wandering around the countryside who could hurt innocent people.
I don't remember how long a throat is a throat for.
So it depends on how he envisions it. My memory is, in this case, where it's somebody that can control or try to control what they're doing, he will make a roll once the enemies in his vicinity are gone.
So like our experience in Birmingham, was it like hours, minutes?
It was short when there was nothing for it to attack.
I feel like, didn't we trank you? Did we?
You had to
Yeah, in
inject
this case,
Yeah,
yeah,
we
just
had
drown.
we shut him down quick.
There's
Yeah,
also
that.
his safety to think about.
I would imagine that he has tranks in his bag up the hill. If I look over, is Ayden carrying the bag?
Nope.
No.
The bag's still out there.
No, I had slugged it over before.
Did you?
grabbed
Oh, so
it.
yes, you do see a bag over Ayden. He was not carrying a bag before.
So let's trank him.
Yeah, let's trank him.
We'll leave Marud and the rest of them to guard the cave from the enemy Bedouins, and then we'll go up after him.
Okay. So does that mean you are currently waiting for Ayden to get here?
No, I'm gonna run towards Ayden.
Yeah.
Meet
Okay.
him.
So the 2 of you are now running in tandem. Both of you give me
Yeah.
coordination rolls. And then we're going to move down to Ayden. You are continuing forward. Give me
Yes.
another coordination roll.
21.
22.
All right. So you guys,
We run
you
real
guys,
good.
you guys are fine.
I'm gonna spend one of my
I
things.
can't imagine you're running super good.
He's not.
So 16.
16.
Oh,
All
actually,
right.
sorry, I forgot about the 2, so it'd be 14.
14 is still good. All right. So the 2 of you run out. Ayden is running in. You guys, are you going to just tell him what you're doing and yank?
Yeah, so Ayden, I need the satchel.
Thanks,
You're not
guys.
gonna
I don't
do that.
need any
You're
help
holding
or
the bag.
anything.
He's
Oh,
gonna,
well, okay.
basically, Frankie's going to have to pull it off your
Yeah.
shoulder, and then you just kind of release.
Mhm.
All right? And then you will continue in towards the inside of the cave.
Yeah, find somewhere where I can put this guy down, and then I think there's more people out there we need to grab.
Yep, there are still, as you're coming in, you're not there yet, but as you're coming in, you will see there are more at the mouth of the cave being slowly moved in. So moving down from Ayden, we go to Dr. Wolfe.
So Wolfe is just full bore, and like I said, stealth out of the question. The rage has just taken over. Time to get to these closest.
Very
bastards.
good. So you come to the first one. He's got the gun pointed at you, and
Gonna bite his head off.
okay. So are you making a direct head attack?
I'm making it. Well, I'm biting at him.
Or just biting in general?
Can you
Very
have
good.
lucky shot for your teeth?
I wish, but I have to remember: is it +2 to the damage or +2 to the attack
just-
with the bite?
Just give him lucky shot, please.
My preferred weapon is my face.
Yeah.
So a bite is normally a -5 attack modifier if the target is not grappled. However, in your case, do you get a bonus for it? I don't
+2 to
remember.
bite damage rolls.
To bite damage.
Any The throat inflicts a serious wound or greater is capable of transforming, but that's there. They don't say anything about
So you
grapples,
are
but
so sea bite, which is on page 167.
okay.
Dash back there, but I believe it's negatives until if you don't grapple them first.
Okay.
Grapple would be an additional attack, but bite. Animates, vampires, and others do attack. The location of the bite is determined by the narrator based on his understanding of the combat. Bite attack rolls are not modified by the location of the target. Yep, if you don't grapple, it's -5. So you're a -5 to hit, which probably won't affect you that much.
Yeah, that's fine. It's just a base
Straight
dice
roll, got it.
That is an 11.
So an 11 will just hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me.
So +2 to the damage roll. So if I recall,
It is your 2d10, your vitality, your bonus, subtracting the armor, none, and the opponent's vitality of 2. So don't add your bonus.
Okay. 6 + 7 is 13 damage.
So go ahead and describe to me what you think you're doing.
So it's basically a like leap out at the guy as like as I just full in like mouth and cast. I think it's like 9 feet tall or something.
Yep, you do
so this
size
mouth
change.
is just if I'm like trying to clamp down, it's like clamp down on the guy and just start ragdolling him around. Just
All right, very good. So you've got a hold of him. What you do there is a serious wound to him. He fails coordination rolls, so he is in bad shape from this as you're ragdolling him. You guys will hear 2 shots go off. Being out there, you would have a chance to see it. You can see the shots being fired where you see Dr. Wolfe, or the throat now.
And that's the first action.
Okay, next
The second action is to basically bite down hard.
All right, very good. Go ahead and give me just a damage roll.
7 + 8 is 15 + 6.
So that is a 21, and that crunch, you have that very comforting gush of blood and the exhalation of the breath as you take his life. That one's gone.
And the blood just that primal side is just fully taking over. There is still some intelligence and knowing in there, and the hope, as I learn here, is the 2 halves just bite out, just as it's a horrible blood-filled grin at the rest of the remaining group.
Sadly for the 2 of you down below, there is no light showing you the blood gush, but you hear the noises that then stop, and there is an audible crunch that echoes across the canyon. Right?
Does it echo into the cave?
No, you will not probably hear it in the cave, but it will echo across the canyon.
I just want to be
lightly.
able to say, well, there's one.
So, Dr. Wright, what are you doing? You were told what you
Not
to
a
do.
whole
but
lot.
What are you actually doing?
Yeah, so right now, I just put a bullet so I feel a little safer in there. At this point, I will load. So with one of my actions, I'm going to load a bullet.
Yep.
With my other one, I want to look and tell me if this actually requires an action. I want to make sure there's not a cave stairway up. I just want to make sure this is a closed
Yeah, I'm
room.
going to have you give me a wits perception roll.
Yes, it's fine, but is 18 enough? I think 18's enough.
I figure 18 is just
I reckon 18's enough.
All right, so you're going with an 18. So looking around, you can see past the cistern, the cave does extend farther back. In fact, it goes into 2 tunnels that you can't see down that are dark. But there is no stairs or loft or anything of that sort.
Tunnel deeper, though.
The tunnels go deeper.
Okay. That took up my turn, my action.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, excellent.
As you're scanning everywhere.
Then yeah, I'm just gonna keep my eye on that tunnel then.
Okay, very good. Moving from Dr. Wright, we are going to move to Ray. Ray, you are running with your last move. You bring that one. Are you going into the cave, or are you stopping at the front? You notice people are moving into the cave.
I'm gonna move to the cave, and honestly, I am going to stay out of whatever is going on outside.
So you're going in.
So
Yeah.
Ray heard the crunching.
Yep, Ray would have heard that, without a doubt. All right, Ray, so you're going to start moving them in. Let's see. So, more shots. So now you guys start hearing shots ring out from both ends of it. With the 2 of you, you can see the shots ringing out from either side.
Right, I don't suppose you know what the hell's going on outside.
Just as I'm loading a bullet, oh, very well do I know what's going on outside. Do you? As I look very menacingly in the lantern light.
I don't have a feckin' clue.
Well, then you should ask Dr. Wolfe when he returns what happened.
So shots ring out. You don't hear any yelping or anything like that. You do start hearing. Ayden, are you still in the? You are still running, right? So you will hear from the right-hand side of the cave as you are, or excuse me, the right-hand side of the canyon as you are running towards the cave. Somebody hollers out, and it is the voice from before. Somebody hollers out and says, "Get that thing. Get that damn thing," in Egyptian. Okay, moving back up to the top. Raya and Frankie, what are you doing? You've now seen shots fired from both sides.
I think we just want to be up on the top.
Yeah, we're gonna head up the hill. The way that
Is that the? Well, I guess I can do a roll, but what's the most direct way to get up on the level that Dr. Wolfe is?
You would basically have to follow him. That is going to be a bit of running because you're not going to be able to run the rocks like he did, not comfortably. You're going to have to get back to the goat path.
Okay,
Okay.
I think that's the move then.
yeah, then
Okay.
that's what we're
So
gonna
you
do.
guys are then running back out. So don't worry about giving me rolls at this point. Just give me a stealth.
Okay. Shadow.
I'm a distraction.
19.
19 and? Yeah, shadowing, not stealthing.
Remember how we started this session and I said I'm in danger?
Yeah, I was
Wow. Wow, the turntables.
You are the danger.
18.
Yeah.
I'm
All right.
danger.
So an 18 from Raya as well. So you guys are moving across shadowing. We move to Ayden. Ayden, go ahead and give me another vitality roll.
Am I not at the cave entrance yet?
No, you are not.
Soon. 15.
15, very good. And then we hop down to Dr. Wolfe. So from where you are, there's a person to your left, there are two to your right.
So, to break down the numbers, I'm going to leap towards the two to my right. I'm going to try to grab both of them and bash their heads together as hard as I can.
That's not us, right?
No.
Okay.
No, not even close. Very
It
good.
could be. I'm not in my right mind right now.
Rip and dare.
You're a wolf man.
He's in his wolf mind.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, so go ahead and give me an unarmed combat roll.
And I get to use coordination.
Yes. You're going to be subtracting 2 from the roll
All right.
and any other subtractions that you know you have.
Nope, I don't have any other subtractions on this. Does 12 make it?
12 would not make it.
I'll spend one of my rerolls.
Okay.
Nope, not gonna make it.
All right. So as you're grabbing for them, there's panic as they start moving back. That's your first action?
That's my first action, so
Okay.
I will just grab for one and try to slam him down into the ground as hard,
Into
like
the
you
rocks.
know, fucking.
Very good. Go
like
ahead and give
Hulk
me a
him.
roll. This is not at -2.
That's way better.
Awful.
16.
All right. Go ahead and roll damage for me. Damage is going to be 2d10
Plus my vitality.
plus your vitality.
That's 20.
So with a 20, you're going to end up hitting him with an incapacitating wound. What is going to happen is you jam him forward, so you're going to smash him up into one of the rocks, a jagged rock. You tear into his chest. You can feel the body kind of whip around the rock and bounce back. Blood spatters down there. You can smell it.
Yeah.
He is still breathing, but he is not doing well.
Yeah. I'll deal with him once I take care of the
And
other
he goes
threats.
limp in your hands
Yeah.
as well.
Right now, he's not as much of a threat as the two active ones, so those are the two I'm going to turn my attention to, but that's all my actions for now.
Very good, Dr. Wright.
All right. Let's see here. So looking down the tunnel, there's one tunnel you said?
There are 2 tunnels.
Two tunnels.
Yep.
Okay. So then.
So to give you an idea for the depth of the cave, because this may be important to you, the openings for both tunnels are about 200 feet from where you are.
Oh.
They are on the other side of the cistern.
Okay, that's.
But as
big.
people are bringing these people in, they are bringing them to the flat area of stones in front of the cistern.
Okay. If I look around, do I see a area with rock formations or boulders or something where I can get a little bit of cover so that I can just start working on my leg?
You're sitting on the only stones that are large enough to represent cover, and if somebody either you're going to be on the side where somebody walks in and can go after you, or on the other side where people are inside looking at you.
Okay.
You're not going to be hidden. Hidden best for you would be to move to one of the walls of the cave.
Okay.
It takes you out of the light the farthest.
But I need light. Okay, well then I'll just go behind one of the... If I go behind one of the boulders, is there enough light to do
Sure, if you're on the cistern side of the boulders, yeah.
Now, the next question I have is so I looked it up in the rules because I was under healing. When you get shot, there's basically you have to roll a die to see if the bullet is stuck in you.
Okay.
So I'm gonna do that now, and it is. So my job now is to go to a place and work on my leg.
Get the bullet out.
Yeah, I'm gonna start doing some surgery.
So I'm assuming that's a medicine roll.
Yes.
Okay, so you're going to start getting your tools out. That is going to take you at least 2 rounds.
That's fine. I mean, I'm just going to be setting up a shop.
Very good. All right.
Get
so I'm going to
your
move
cocaine
out of Dr. Wright for the
meth.
moment. So at this point now, we've got Ray. Ray, you have made it to the front. You have taken your person in. You've actually walked that person past the large boulders. Oh, there's Dr. Wright. And you set the one down where the rest of them are. Do you stay there or do you go back? There are people still moving bodies in on the stretchers, on the cots, excuse me. There is still a loose cot that's way out there, but it's still out there.
A loose cot or a
Yep.
person in it?
Nope, there's a loose cot. There is one that was picked up. Frankie picked up the child and ran in. There are at least 2 people that will need cots. The child and Akbar. I'm not telling you to do it, I'm just letting you know your character would think this.
Well, I mean, most of the bullets are going towards Wolfe right now. So
You probably don't know that, but based on the
it's a
shooting,
good guess.
it's a good guess. And based on the shooting, there's a lot more gunfire.
I mean,
than there was.
I've had some good guesses recently.
Yep.
I mean, that's how I got possessed in the first place. So I'll go get the cot.
All right, so you're running out to get the cot. Give me a coordination roll.
Cool.
I've had some good guesses.
Man, I bet you wish you were still possessed right now so we could actually have the throat versus possessed and ghost him.
Coordination or acrobatics?
Acrobatics. I forgot you
Thank
have
you.
acrobatics.
14.
So 14, you are running at. As you come out, you will see that ahead of you, Raya and Frankie are running at a full tilt, and it looks like they are veering towards the goat path you guys came down.
It's their funeral.
All right. So then, moving back, I'm going to ignore Frankie and Raya right now as they run across the rocks. Ayden, you are now back. You don't need to make a roll for me. I'm assuming you're going to do the same thing that Ray did, and you're going to bring Akbar in. Question is, what are you doing with him?
I'm gonna find somewhere where I can lay him down and, make sure he's comfortable as best I can. And
There is the flat surfaces in here are on the cistern itself. However, the water bubbles up to that level. Laying him there, he would be laying in water.
Okay.
It would potentially put his stuff oozing out of him, be it blood or something else, into that water. Aside from that, other than a cot, laying him down, the only surfaces are going to have some kind of stones. It doesn't mean that there are jagged stones that you're going to basically stick them on a bed of nails.
Okay.
The stones are fairly flat.
That's what I'm gonna do then.
All right. As you set him down, you will notice that Dr. Wright is pulling stuff out of his bag. He's sitting down. He's pulling things out of his bag. Seems to be cleaning things with alcohol, that type of stuff.
Well, considering his previous outbursts I've witnessed too, you probably just consider this guy dead anyway, so I'll just hope
Ignore
the
him.
stitch
Okay.
keeps in. Is there anybody else out there anymore?
Yes. Yes, there are still a few more cots as people bring them. It's a slow go to come in since you are walking without having to jockey the cot around stones and over things. You were able to walk on the riverbed, but with them, they're having to move around and through those basically the dragon's teeth we talked about.
Right.
The
I was
stones are
more
sticking
meaning
up.
way out there, like in
No. The
shooting
only
range.
thing that is out there, you saw Raya and Frankie run past you, and you also saw Ray run past you, and your character would remember that there was a cot out there. But other than the 2 dead, assuming that they actually are dead Bedouins, there's nothing else out there.
I'd probably run out there and check on them, make sure they're dead and not.
All right, so we're gonna have you doing that, laying him down, and then going out there. So at this point, then the only active characters I have to worry about for doing anything are Raya and Frankie, who are making their run across the riverbed and up the hill. Ray, who is running out to get the cot and bring it back. Ayden, who's going to go out and make certain that they're dead. If they're dead, what are you doing with them?
I will probably pull out my kopesh and cut their heads off, just so we don't have
Just
any
behead
enemies.
him. All
Yeah.
right, very good. And then Wright, who is working on himself. So really, the active person right now is Wolfe. So Wolfe, the one that you did not attack is going to shoot you. It is close ranged. He is very shaken, and he is going to miss pretty dramatically. Shots from up on the hill. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That's not good. So I'll start with the one that potentially hit you. Damage is, again, your 7.
7.
It hits you, it just nicks you. But the other one hits the person that you are moving towards in the leg and drops him. He screams and drops his weapon. It is not a immediately fatal wound, however.
So here's what I'm going to do. Since he's like screaming there, and because I have 2 intellect, I can do this. I pick up the gun as he's screaming, and I aim it, and I jam it right through, like basically impale him right through. Like there's just this murderous instinct to just
tear and shred.
Yeah, just shoves the gun right through his screaming open.
Oh boy! All right, so unarmed combat. Let's go.
God damn.
Yeah. Look, I don't get often to get to thrope out, but when I do, I'm playing the tropes, man. The thrope tropes.
Thrope tropes.
Thrope tropes. Holy shit. Sorry,
So
I
are
just
you just in a pair of torn purple shorts like the Incredible Hulk?
So for my attack, that was give me a sec. I'm counting. That's a 22 to attack.
Okay, so that is definitely a hit.
Oh god. Okay.
Even with the headshot, that's a hit.
Oh.
You're gonna add 5 to the damage roll.
Like a Halo style.
Oh my god! Oh my god, this is horrifying. So I just rolled 18 on the dice, plus 7 plus 5, so that's 30. That's 30.
Do you want to give us any more description
Yeah,
of
yeah.
this fatal
So
wound?
as he's in that scream, he sees it, and his buddy like sees it too. So I take the whole thing and I shove it, and like the gun barrel just goes straight. It's like right straight through, bursts out, down all the way. The barrel breaks the teeth as it just goes right into his mouth. As the guy is just propped up, hanging there because the gun barrel, like the long rifle barrel, is like basically keeping him propped up from there as he's just
Yuck.
yeah.
All right.
And
so,
that's my first
I was
action.
saying, so that is the first action.
Oh my
That
god,
was
you're
metal,
a
Michael.
monster.
You're damn right I am.
Second action, you do know there's another one behind you.
Yep. And that one I'm going to leap at, and I'm just going to, just try to grab him and, wishbone him.
Tear them apart.
Yep.
You're going to be -4 on this, making the climb over towards him.
Yep.
Go ahead and give me the roll. Unarmed combat.
I was gonna say,
I missed the
one of them you gotta at least rip the arm off and beat it.
Just drop one.
I bet that guy was like, please have forgotten about me. Just please.
Yeah.
When
The last
that
round he
has
didn't
beat
shoot.
a motherfucker with another motherfucker.
Yeah.
He would have been smart to just jump off the hill and take a header. It would have been
Alright,
kinder.
sorry. That was with a -4, you said?
Yes.
So that is a 14.
That still hits. Go ahead and give me damage.
The damage isn't going to be as impressive, but let's see here. Sorry, I'm going to add here 8, so 15.
So with a 15, we have again another serious wound. He succeeds at holding onto his gun as you're tearing at him, and he is screaming. The two of you, Frankie and Raya, going up the hill, can hear this guy, and the scream is changing from yelling to blood-curdling to abject terror. Moving again, there are some shots from the other side. And we are going to move back to you, Dr. Wolfe. Are you intending to continue your efforts?
So here's what I'm going to do now that I've got him. I'm going to
Shots for you two as you notice ping all over him.
Yep.
All over around him.
I'm going to grab this guy. I'm going to grab the down guy. I'm going to basically hold them up as tight as I can and chuck them over the edge, like almost like this. I mean, how deep of a drop is this? I'm sure that they're going to die.
Where you are at this point,
Yeah.
it's a substantial drop because
Yeah.
they're going to bounce down the hill. It's
Yeah, that's
not a cliff face.
Yeah, basically at this point, I'm just going to grab the two of them and just chuck them off. So
right.
at this point, it's like the deed's going to be done, and I'm purposely throwing them in the direction of those guys because they're fucking next.
So go
We
ahead
like
and
to
give
call
me
this a
damage roll.
Kobe.
You're going to add 5 to this damage roll.
Okay,
Kobe, the objective is to get 21 plus.
I got 24.
Very good. So, yeah, it's pretty disgusting.
So both of them, I just grab both of them. I just hold them. Their eyes are bulging out as there's like this, and I just hurl them as their bodies just tumble and
Yep. Shatter going down.
I'm guessing one will probably land in front of me as I'm getting out.
You just go back in. You're like, no.
Did any of them hit in front of the cave?
No, too far out from that.
Listening to all this, you know what? I don't think I'm getting paid enough for this.
and that's my first action. So
Yep.
and now I'm going to start running around to get to the other side.
So, are you intending to run up around the top of the cave?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Go ahead and give me a coordination, or I believe there is climbing.
I don't have a climbing
There
skills.
is not.
No, it's under acrobatics.
All right, if you have acrobatics, you can do it. Otherwise, just give me a coordination.
All right, I'm going to use one of those re-rolls if no
In
one
the middle?
minds. Sure. That's way better. That is a 18.
So for the two of you, Frankie and Raya, you see that happen, and now he goes bounding up the hill. He is now running around. What are you two doing? You're not going to be able to keep up with him doing this, but you have a pretty good idea where he's going.
I want to do a wits roll to see if I think it still makes sense to go, or an intellect roll maybe. Does it still make sense to get up to the top? Should we go back down to the middle?
It depends on where he goes next. It would make sense for you, for where you're at, to change directions and try and find a goat path or some kind of a path up the other side. Now, this is a tactical decision on your part.
Okay.
You have seen shots fired regularly from that side. There are at least 5 guns firing in this direction. You have not seen them shoot in this round, but just seconds ago they were shooting at him as he ran around. So the question is, as you're going up towards them, do they change their target and shoot you, or do they continue shooting at him? That would be the only tactical question. But absolutely, it would be smarter for you to run across the riverbed and try and find a way up that side.
So I know that Raya and I are super good at stealthing, and so I think that most likely they're focused on Dr. Wolfe.
He is the bigger threat right now.
Yeah.
And
I don't even...
We should go to where he's going to be rather than where he
Yes,
is.
so we're gonna go across.
All right, very good. I'm not going to ask for a shattering roll. I'm going to maintain what you had because it's not like anyone has gotten a look. So, Dr. Wolfe, shots basically, and you guys there can see it. Ray, you have grabbed you ran out to get the bed, right? Mm-hmm. You grabbed the bed, you're starting to run back, and you can see, you know that it's Wolfe's form, half running, half bounding over the cliff face, and there are just shots pinging up everywhere. Every once in a while, he'll make a kind of a dodge left or a dodge right, but he is now coming across the cave mouth, across the top of where the cave mouth is. He is continuing to the right, and the shots continue. As he gets to the far side, and you'll know that this is going on for you, Dr. Wolfe, as well. As he gets to the far side, the shots stop. All gunfire stops. If you look over there as you're running back, which is easy for you to do, give me a wits perception roll. And Raya and Frankie, you may also give me a wits perception roll. You don't need to, Dr. Wolfe, because you can see the trail of what's going on.
Yep.
I'm digging 22.
22.
17.
So both of you,
I got a 16.
all 3 of you will see at least one or more of the 5 individuals there, and it ends up being 6 if you get a chance to count, moving up the hillside and away.
I'm having trouble picturing this.
Yep.
So they're going the same direction we are, just further ahead?
Yes, effectively. So you have a box canyon, so you basically have a circle. You guys were running up the left, facing the cave entrance. You were running up the left side. As soon as you saw him run up, you ran down, crossed the dead riverbed, then you're now running up the right-hand side where they are. They are farther up the hill. Seeing him come across the cave top, they have now left. They are running away from you.
Okay.
Finishing going up the hill and off somewhere. That is the objective. They're not there yet, but that's what you see them doing.
Okay.
All right, so you guys are continuing up the hill or not?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, we are.
All right, very good. So, Dr. Wolfe, at this point, you start getting close to them as they've made it to the top. They will drop down, all take shots at you and miss, and then they run.
Yeah.
At this point, most of them even drop their weapons. Go ahead and give me a coordination roll. You move faster than them.
Yes.
They are a distance away from you.
That is a 16.
So with a 16, you are closing the distance quickly. What you do as you're getting closer is you start smelling camels. You also are smelling greenery. So you're coming towards something that's not this desert that you've been in. Up here at this level, you are getting a lot more of that sand in your eyes. It's not going to stop you. It's not going to have a perception effect, but it is going to affect you slightly in the way you're breathing. They will get on camels before you are able to get to them. The camels, they're trying to get the camels moving. There are a number of camels here. You're not going to take the time to think about it. Do you want to dash into them and try and take people down, or are you taking camels down carrying?
I'm just taking down whatever's closest, right? Well, you know what?
So the camel is always closer.
So the people who are getting on the camels.
Yes, they're on camels.
Okay.
All 6 that you see are on camels.
Yeah, I'm taking down the people who are on camels.
So not the camels. That's what I'm asking. Are you the person on a camel? Are you going to attack the camel or the person?
You know what? I want to take the camels out first. I'm going to rip out their means of escape.
All right. So how do you envision you are going to attack the camels?
So basically, it's this loping run. There's going to be the first one is going to jump, grab the neck as I rev by. Is basically it's going to be like this high speed, almost rip the head off kind of motion as it just.
Very good. Go ahead and give me your attack. It's going to be an unarmed combat attack. You will be subtracting 3 from the roll.
That is 16.
Okay, so that will wrench the camel. The camel is
That's the attack.
Yep, the camel. You don't worry about damage, because I don't envision that you are shredding camels.
Right.
So
No. At this point, I'm just knocking, twist and knock them down, get to the next one, do the pretty much.
So that camel will drop and fall. You have another action?
Yep, one more action to the next camel. It's like, it's like doing the wrench thing. I drop to the ground. I go to sweep and breaks the legs of the next one.
So you're going to try and undercut the
This
legs
is a
of the
step
second
too far. The gun thing was whatever, but the camels, Michael.
Poor little camels.
I'm sorry about the camels, guys. I'm sorry about the animal cruelty in this session.
Go ahead and give me the roll.
No actual camels were harmed in the making of this podcast.
Not a 1.
That's only an 11 this time.
Oh, unless there was a penalty. Was there a penalty this one?
No, because you're
Oh,
not
then I forgot I was adding the penalty on the last one. So that is a 14.
So with a 14, you will undercut the camel's legs. It will also drop.
Sad.
So at this point now,
so
you
sorry.
have
Oh,
a
baby.
Camel Stampede. The ones that have riders, 1 bucks the rider, 2 bucks the rider, 3 bucks the rider. Wow. All 4 of the riders are thrown, and the camels run. Just absolutely scatter at this
Camels
point.
know what's up.
I turn
Well,
to
they
there
can
now.
smell the blood,
Yeah.
the sense, the stuff that comes off him. I don't know if it's pheromones or just the simple noises, but that is a beast.
Blood.
Yeah, at that point, there's
a
there's
fear,
still like
right?
blood in my maw and stuff. I turn to all of them, and they can almost tell an almost too human, wicked grin just spreads across his face because they're next.
So here's what you see in front of you. Besides the 2 that have been thrown from the camels that were there, the others have been able to get up fairly easy. The 2 that were thrown by the ones that you attacked are also trying to get up, but they're having troubles. There is a group around you of 6 people. What do you do?
Well, I'm going to town. So,
Right.
so the 2 that are having the trouble getting up, they're not the immediate threats.
Gotcha.
The ones that are up, definitely the more immediate threats. So I'm just going. Actually, in my dim little bit of intellect,
Yes.
is there a way I could possibly identify which one's the leader?
Thank you. Put 1 in the center, please. So, well, actually, he used 1, so we're at the 2 that should be there.
Yep.
Good thinking. Yes, you are fairly certain you can identify what should be the leader. He is like Akbar. He is dressed differently in the same way Akbar is.
There's almost like a guttural sound. You last.
Not what I was expecting.
Okay.
But definitely worth it.
And I just go for like whatever, like the person next to him.
Very good. Go ahead and give me your unarmed combat roll. What I will let you know is for their actions, everyone scatters.
Yep.
They're all just running.
I miss on that attack.
Okay, because he's also running.
Yeah. And just one last one on this guy. That action. And also a miss. I'm just going to assume they scatter.
So they are scattering. So they are kind of doing to the 4 winds. Nobody's standing close. So here's where we're at, Michael.
All right.
You can outrun any of them.
Mhm.
Do you continue to leave the one you said for last, you're thinking the leader, as the last?
I could track them all. There's a thought, it's like I could track them all down. But there's some part of my mind, there's some twisted... This is the darkness that's in Wolfe. There's the darkness in Wolfe. He would like to take every single one of them down, and leave him for the last one. But wouldn't it be sweeter to drag the leader, not dead, but broken and mangled, and leave him in front of the cave for Akbar to see?
All right.
And there's just that twisted, horrible thought in his mind.
Give me an intellect roll. Let's see if you can follow through with this.
Do it. Do it. And kill him. 14.
14 will allow you to do that. So what will you do? We don't need to roll at this point because they're not going to be very successful.
So, I go after him. If there's any in my way...
Him first?
Yeah, him first.
No, there's no one in your way.
Oh.
So,
Or-
once you got him, you're going to do everything you can to hold back from destroying him.
Yeah. But it's like, he's trying to run. There's the one thing I do. For whatever reason, there's at least enough of his medical knowledge in there that he knows all he needs to do is just twist this one leg.
Okay.
And he'll live.
And so you leave that one and destroy the others?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so 5 are down. What are you doing with him?
Now that he's down and alive while the rest are dead and corpses and stuff
He's
like that.
screaming and scrabbling.
Yep. I grab him by around the neck like you would grab a puppy dog.
Sure.
And I start dragging him through the sand. I'm not not enough to kill him, but it's definitely going to be
just down at your arms.
living, and I'm just dragging him back
towards the cave?
Yeah.
So Frankie and Raya, you will come up to the top of the cliff. That was an exhausting run to get up there. As you get to the top, you see Wolfe coming towards you, dragging someone. That someone is feebly trying to get him off, beating at the hands. He's not having any success. He is both screaming and blubbering at the same time. The legs that are being dragged behind look like he has no control over them. They just kind of dangle and bounce behind him. Farther beyond that, you will see 2 camels down and a number of people. I don't know if you can see all 6 of them, but you can see a number of piles out there amongst the small copse of palm trees.
So we've come over the edge, though.
Yep.
So I'm going to put my arm in front of Raya, and we're going to back out of his way, and then we're going to crouch.
All right, trying to let him go by. Both of you give me a shadowing roll. Dr. Wolfe, go ahead and give me, and nobody announced numbers yet. Wolfe, go ahead and give me your wits perception roll. And then tell me when everybody has made all their re-rolls and everybody feels comfortable. Do you feel good with your number? Okay, the 2 of you, Frankie and Raya, have
17.
24.
and Wolfe has 19. So you will not sense Raya, you will sense Wolfe. Does that mean anything
Frankie.
to you? I'm
Yes,
sorry, Frankie.
it does mean something. So there's a moment where it's starting to walk down, then there's a pause. Whether you guys can actually see him or not, it's another story there. I'm just going for the horror vibes. It's what's going on. And then suddenly, the man's body just goes, drops in front of Frankie.
So you just threw it over there.
Yeah, just threw it over there.
And where do you go?
Well, I got their scent and I saw their trails. I know where, I think I know where the rest of their encampment might be. Possibly.
Is this guy still alive in front of me?
Yeah, he looks like he's barely alive, but he's definitely appears to be alive.
Can I act?
Pretty broken. Yeah, of course you can.
I want to make as close to eye contact as I can with Dr. Wolfe, and then I just want to cut this guy's head off. Oh wait, no, I don't.
I was like, whoa!
But what I will do is I'll let me think about this for a second. I don't want to kill this guy yet. I'm gonna lay it down next to him though. My axe.
Okay, alright. And Wolfe is now walking away.
I'm gonna leave it down there.
Okay, so you guys have never seen Wolfe just walk away and you're in a fort. Okay.
Yeah.
You guys gonna stay and watch him?
I am digging in his medical bag right now and preparing.
And I'm just watching him. Yeah.
Okay. Are you running at
Mhm.
this point? And now he drops to all fours and starts bounding.
Yeah,
what
I
are you
figured.
2 doing?
I think we're gonna stay here for a minute, because he's still taking everybody out, right? He's going back towards the group.
There's no group. You
Thought there
have
was-
no idea what he's going to. You
I
can
thought we
see
saw camels and stuff,
there are a few camels at distance.
and he's not going that way.
No, well, yes, he's going in their general direction, but distance, a couple hundred feet, you saw downed bodies. You may not have seen the other 5, but you see down piles of bodies and 2 camels that are down. But there is nothing close. He's walking into the desert.
But not towards the cave.
No, not towards the cave.
Okay, yeah.
Definitely away.
So we did not see the Bedouin encampment when we approached
no, you did
the
not.
Bedouins. We can only assume that their camp is the same. Their women and children could be in their camp.
Go ahead and put
And
another
he
in the
will
middle.
destroy the innocent people who weren't shooting at us. We need to stop him.
Oh
Okay.
no, not the younglings.
Okay.
And not just the men, but the women and
All
the
right.
children too.
What's
Yeah.
your thoughts on sand, Michael? Quick.
Well, I'm pretty sure Wolfe will think it's coarse, rough, and irritating, and he'll get everywhere. But that will be when he's actually in his right frame of mind.
Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna leave the axe on the ground.
Okay.
And I'm gonna stand up and yell, Everett.
Oh, all right. Go ahead and give me what gets you out of throat. Or what is the normal roll to not go?
There isn't.
What's the normal roll that you make not to throat?
It's a will.
Go
It's
ahead
a
and
will
give-
concentration.
Go ahead and give me a will roll.
Okay. Do you want to need penalties to this?
Nope. I just need to know if you make it or miss it.
That's 19.
Okay. So with a 19, you know the name. You get to react, Michael, how you would like to.
So there's the call out for the name, and there's he stops bounding as he comes into this weird sort of like loping, sort of like posturing moment, like an ape coming off all fours up onto things, a gorilla, and he's just.
And I'll
As
speak.
there's a low growl as he turns towards the direction of the voice as Frankie.
Frankie will walk closer with his arms out.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, how many meters away am I?
Well, at this point with that bound, you're probably about 20 meters away. And my question is, Raya, are you doing anything? I still want Frankie to tell me what's going on, but are you doing anything?
Yes, I am. Because he has not noticed me yet,
Uh-huh.
I am going to be trying to sneak up alongside and stalk him alongside.
With
And
what intention?
if Frankie's not able to talk him down, I have a syringe of throat trank,
Very good.
and I'm
All
going
right.
to attack him.
Go ahead and give me a shadowing roll. Don't announce the number when you have your final number. Frankie, continue.
Everett, you and I will never meet St. Peter, but I will meet the devil with my head held high. And I want you to meet him that way as well.
You may react in any way you want.
He's not saying anything. He's just watching as Frankie's getting closer.
And is he allowing Frankie to
He's following Frankie
Very
to
good.
get
I'll keep
closer at the
moving
moment.
forward.
Frankie, all right. You have the number, right? Just hold it. The one that you're going to go with. Very good. So, Frankie, what do you do? Continue forward?
There are still wounded in the cave. That little boy, you know Dr. Wright isn't going to save him. You know you are the only one who can do that. We need you down there.
Memory, a horrible memory.
That may have not been the best thing to say.
Me setting my little things up nice and easy.
And he leaps over Frankie and starts bounding towards the cave.
All right. So, here's...
And there's the howl of
Yes?
So, at this point, I would love to end it there, but I'm not going to. Raya, you got your chance.
Oh, wait, are you
Please
think you
hit.
promised Pedro?
What?
You can't divorce me if he kills your character.
Oh, no. As long as Michael doesn't hate me
stealth
forever
roll
if
was
I shoot it. No, it's fine.
It won't matter.
Okay,
That's
so
what
just
I-
make an attack
Yep,
roll?
Yep.
Okay.
If you're going to try and syringe him, you have one shot.
Oh, that was sick, Michael.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Meanwhile, in the
As
valley,
soon as I heard you
I'm in
mention it,
danger.
I'm like, oh no! No! List of things you don't mention
I
in
am
this conversation.
I rolled
Spend
2
a chip.
ones.
Oh no!
Wow.
R.I.P.
I assume I probably end up breaking the vial,
Yeah,
and
so
it's
as you
the last
leap-
one.
Was it the last one?
No, I have 2 more
Good,
tranks
all right.
and
So
2
you
reversions.
leap over towards him, he bounds out, you just missed, and yeah, you destroy the vial, you destroy the syringe in the process. So Dr. Wolfe bounds over Frankie, starts towards the cliff edge, and we will end there.
Oh no!
Thank you for listening to another NCRP Productions podcast. To stay on top of everything we're doing, you can follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and like us on Facebook, all at NCRP Productions. You can show your support and help us continue to produce content by joining our Patreon. We offer additional podcasts like our B-sides and have GM materials, maps, and other fun things you can discover over time. You can find our podcasts on YouTube, Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, and many other fine podcast sites. Just look for us at NCRP Productions. We value your thoughts, so please don't hesitate to leave us feedback or comments. And if you would like to contact us directly, you can email us at ncrpproductions@gmail.com.